So, we'll start off by saying a few words about the album artwork itself. This was done by Shindiri Hell of Shindy Design. It's all based on a mock-up and a description I sent over to him. But if you look closely, there is a lot of added detail that he's taken from the lyrics, he's taken from discussions with me, because that's just the sort of artist he is. He goes the extra mile. I think it's well worth spending some time just looking at the art just to see all the little references he's put in, some of which are obvious and which are a lot more subtle. One thing you may not know about Dark Forest Doctrine, which is the opening track but was not the first track we wrote for it, is that the opening tape recorder sound was inspired by the show Chernobyl. Barmecide Feast, by comparison, was, if not the first song written, the first song finished for the record. And while the opening quote is by former US President Barack Obama, I think it's worth pointing out that the themes of the song, the growing divide between the rich and the poor, are universal. Hive Mind, which is one of the tracks we've done a video for, was actually inspired by an encounter I had on a plane back from America with a member of the Quiverful movement, and if you don't know anything about them, it's definitely something worth looking up. Similarly, we did a video for Factions Speak Louder Than Herds, and the basis of that is the idea that it is often the loudest voices which drown out any hope of progress or communication. And then there's The Price of Peace, which actually stems all the way back to the Seekers days, but didn't really fit with that particular album. As you notice, it's a lot more angular and dissonant, and a lot more linear. Even though it does have a lot of hooks, there's no real chorus to it, which I think is really interesting. And something that you probably don't really notice on first listen. The only thing I'll say about this picture is that is actually real fire, and it's very, very hot. No CGI fire for us, no faking it, it's got to be real. Persona NonGrata, oddly enough, is a live staple and I think one of the most popular live tracks, even though it is a very unusual song for us, with the sort of eerie quiet verses, the spoken word vocals. It's an odd structured song. I think it really works though. Then there's Fearmonger, of course, which is another one we've done a video for. In fact, the first video we did for the record. Just a big, heavy death metal song. This one we knew was going to be a great way to introduce people and get our message across. Last but by no means least, the title track. It's the most ambitious thing we've done. It's in 3 distinct movements that we kind of had mapped out in our heads before the actual riffs were written. We slowly developed it over quite a long period of time, and lyrically you'll notice a lot of little snatches and references back to the previous songs. Our Kingdom Undone is out now on Prosthetic Records, both digitally on CD, and the vinyl will be coming later this year, so keep your eyes open.